fragrant, full of flavor, and just with a hint of star anise. This is my ultimate make-ahead gravy. So anything that can be made ahead of a party or a celebration or a Christmas dinner or a Thanksgiving dinner, now that's a winner in my book. One less thing for me to do on the day or the evening. So the real key here is that you want to start off with some really good roasted, toasty vegetables and some chicken bones. I'm going to start off with my onions. So you really want a large roasting dish for this, because the idea is that you want everything to get a beautiful color and caramelization and flavor. Can't do that when it's all bunched up. So give everything some space in there. Now some carrots, some celery. So all the classic stock vegetables are going in here. And now the chicken wings. So chicken wings are good for two reasons. One, they've got lots of gelatin in the bones and also lots of flavor. So to kind of release more of that gelatin, that stickiness that we want for our gravy, I'm gonna slice the wings into chunks. Now I'm going to take this one step further and use a really heavy saucepan, or you can use a meat mallet, to pound the chicken pieces, crush a little bit more of the bone, crush a little bit more of the meat, and this is all an exercise in flavor. We want to get as much as we can out of these chicken wings. Now, so far we've been pretty standard with our ingredients here for a gravy, and now we're going to add a little bit of an Asian twist here. So I want some star anise, and I want a really good pinch of salt, and some Chinese 5 spice. So I love the fragrance and aroma of this one, particularly my homemade version, which I've got a video on YouTube on how to make that one, so check it out. And now just a little bit of oil to get everything started. Give that a good mix. Now that just needs to go into the oven for about an hour. Keep an eye on it. If things are getting too brown, just give everything a stir, mix it through, and then keep cooking until everything is really lovely and dark and golden. Now get that tray of gloriously caramelized veg and chicken straight onto some heat, because we're not done with that yet. Now what I want to do here is just mix this around a little. Just got it on a medium-high heat, just evaporating some of that liquid that's in the bottom of the pan. Now to make sure we capture every little bit of flavor, including any little sticky bits that are stuck to the bottom of that pan, I'm going to deglaze it with some Chinese cooking wine. The main thing is that we're using some liquid to lift off any of those bits of flavor from the bottom of the pan. Now be sure to use your wooden spoon to scrape the bottom just like that. And I'll just let that simmer away for a couple of minutes just to burn off a little bit of that alcohol. And now time to add some flour. So this is going to help with thickening our gravy sauce. Now mix that flour through really well, and I actually want to cook this for a little bit while the flour's in there, because I'm going to cook out that sort of floury flavor that you can get if you don't heat that flour through. Now I've just had some chicken stock simmering away here just so it's nice and hot. I'm going to add that into the tray now. Again, use your spoon to scrape up any of those yummy bits from the bottom. Now turn the heat down, and I just want to let that simmer away and infuse with all that flavor for about 30 minutes. So first of all, I use a slotted spoon to scoop out as much of the chunks of veg and chicken as I can. Now keep all of that stuff, we're going to come back to it later. But first of all, let's strain our beautiful sauce here. Now here come the little extra steps that are going to make your sauce extra special. So get your wooden spoon and really push down on all of that chicken and vegetable, because we want to extract as much flavor as possible. Okay, now empty that out, and now the bits and pieces we took out before, let's get all of the flavor out of those as well. That goes in. And now when I've got the bigger pieces, I like to just use the back of a slotted spoon and just really push and just get all of that extra flavor out there. Just tip that through. And it's now that I like to do my final little tweaks. Okay, so I've got my little kit here of ingredients that I can tweak my sauce with. And first of all, I'm just going to check for the consistency, how thick it is. And for me, this is a little bit on the thin side. I'd prefer it a little thicker. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of cornstarch mixed with some water. Okay, now let's taste. Such a good deep flavor in that sauce. Amazing. All right, a few little things though. I'd like it to be a little sweeter, so I'm going to add a little bit of hoisin sauce. You could also add cranberry sauce at this point as well. I've done that. It tastes really good. Okay, Okay, and just a little bit more saltiness and umami for me. So a dash of soy sauce and then just a little pinch of salt. Okay, and now we are looking super good. Perfect, I love that. The perfect texture, no lumps, no stress. It's all done in advance. This one is a keeper.